right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. All right, so let's hop into your reading here. I have the Empress in reverse and the Six of Swords coming out for what's presently happening in your life right now. And it looks like you're actually walking away. You're moving on from draining relationships, situations where you could have felt taken for granted, or environments that don't support you. And it looks like with the Six of Swords, you're choosing peace and distance. And this is because you got some sort of emotional clarity. You see something clear. And you're knowing your worth. I do have over here a snake in the garden, and I feel like that's what you're walking away from. You could be walking away from someone that you see is clearly a snake. And under here, we got here an angry woman, furious. That could be what you're walking away from. Someone that's angry, someone that's a snake. You walking away is impacting this person though. They're obviously not taking it well. Let me see. Tell me about this furious person that's angry. This is a significant person in your life though. But whoever this person is, they don't treat you right. But you're not reacting with the Six of Swords. You're choosing peace. You're choosing calm. However, this person is definitely reacting. Whoever this person is in your life, they're definitely reacting. And it's interesting because I feel like this person is the problem. With the Empress coming in reverse and this angry woman, and then seeing here a snake in the garden, this person is actually the problem. And now that you're fed up and tired and deciding to move on, it's exciting more negativity from this person. Let me see. Tell me about this person for the viewer. Let's see their perspective. How about that? What is their perspective around the situation? Because I don't feel like you're wrong with what I'm seeing. Seeing you in this Six of Swords, you're coming in non-reactive to this person's energy. You're moving on from something that was not supportive, not beneficial for you, something that was draining. You moved on from it. But look at how they're reacting. Let's see how they're viewing this situation. The Two of Wands is showing up for them. And we got, oh, the Death card. See, that's what I'm saying. The Death card came out in reverse. You are definitely on their mind. And I feel like this person don't know where they stand with you. That's what has them angry and furious. Even though we got here a snake in the garden, I feel like there's something about this snake in the garden that feels hidden. In the sense of they did something behind your back. Look at here, the back is right here. This person did something behind your back. That's why it says beware, a snake is in the garden. They did something behind your back and they don't know where they stand with you because they don't know that you may know something. Because they don't know if it's over with. They don't want it to be over with. They don't want you to leave them. They don't want you to move on. But they don't know where they stand with you because you're not reacting. You're not showing up the same way that you used to show up with whoever this person is in your life. Because it looks like at one point there was closeness. It looks like at one point there was closeness, but then now you're moving away from this person. And from their perspective, they feel stuck because, again, they don't know if it's, well, the thing about it is, this feels like something where it can't end in their mind. Whoever this person is, they feel like the relationship could never be over with. That's why I said this is someone significant in your life. They don't know where they stand, but this is someone in their mind with the King of Swords, how they're rationalizing it. They feel like this relationship cannot end. This relationship could never end. Let's say this is someone you married to. They feel like you could never leave me. You will never move on from me. Let's say it's a family member. It could even be like we got a child, we got a mother, or it could even be a father. They're saying, you can never leave me. That's why the death card is in reverse. They don't know where they stand with you, but in their mind, they know that this relationship could never end. And that's why I feel like too, or at least this person feels like despite what they do to you, with the snake in the garden, it's okay because this relationship can never end. But for you, it's like, yes, it can end because I'm not about to keep dealing with this snake energy. Because it feels like here someone's smiling and trying to hold on to you because maybe you gave them something. But it was unhealthy with the Empress in reverse. I feel like you could have gave them something. I don't know. It just feels like you provided something in their life that they definitely did not provide in your life. Tell me about Cancer's energy around this person. Because I see your situation, I see what you're doing, but I want to know how you specifically feel about this person because they don't know. And they don't know. And keep in mind, this is the King of Swords. They think that they're right. They think that the way that they think is right. But let me see. Tell me about Cancers in this situation. The Six of Wands, and we have here see the Justice card. You feel like there was an injustice. You feel like this person did not treat you right. And with this being the underarm energy and then seeing the Four of Pentacles here, I feel like you can't let that go. Because there were times where you did let it go. And that's why you're moving on now. Because you can't let go of the injustice that this person has done to you. They did something that was not right, that was not fair. That snake in the garden. And remember, in their mind, I can keep doing that to you and you still stick around. And you're like, no. We got here the Six of Wands showing up for your energy. It looks like this person, there's something about you being in the spotlight. And I'm not talking about in a good way. I'm talking about for how you're feeling around the situation. This person could have put you in some sort of spotlight, in some sort of position where others, because there's people around, where other people are viewing you, where other people are seeing you. Because something happened here that wasn't right. You were in the spotlight for something that was not fair, something that you didn't deserve. And you can't let that go with the Four of Pentacles. They did something. They put you in the spotlight for something that wasn't right. Injustice. Yep, other people. Yeah, there was other people involved. The Three of Cups is showing up. This could have been someone that went and celebrated with others something about you. It's like being, I don't know, the energy here that I'm getting here, it has to do with something going on with them and other people and bringing you into it, but bringing you into it in a way that wasn't right. This is someone who won't take accountability. So they could have been painting you. Let's see. Tell me more. I want to know what happened with you being in the spotlight. They could have been painting you in an inaccurate way. Tell me about the viewer when it comes to what happened with this person. We got here Christian. Yeah, see, I told you, bad girl. What rules? That's what I'm saying. They were putting you in the light as saying that you are a bad girl or a bad guy. That's what I'm saying. They put you in some sort of pedestal. They put you on a pedestal. You felt like they put you on a pedestal or put you in the light where other people looked at you as a bad person. Someone that rebels. This could be someone that is a Christian, but I feel like this has to do with rules because we even see here what rules. And that King of Swords energy for that person came in. I told you, they think in their mind. So even though they're a snake, they think that it's okay because this relationship can't end. I could treat you any way I want to. This could be your mother feeling this way, your father, your sister, your ex-husband or ex-wife. I could treat you any kind, or your kid. I could treat you any kind of way and you won't end it. I can go talk about you behind your back and you won't end it, because the Bible says, or whatever the rules are, because we got here Christianity prayer. This is about, to me, with this book and this cross, the Bible says, or whatever the rules are, you can't dishonor or disobey your mother, your child. You can't leave your spouse. You have to follow the book. You have to follow the rules. But you're like, no more. What rules? I'm not following those rules. And you're moving on. And this person is furious because how dare you? So look, see, I told you, they put you in the spotlight. So now you're being investigated. Now you're being watched. That's what I'm saying. They got people watching you. That's the problem. They got people watching you. They brought you unwanted attention by what they are going back and celebrating with other people. The Three of Cups. By what they are going back and talking about with other people. They got these other people looking at you. And that's what you can't let go of. How this person betrayed. I didn't mean to say betrayed, but you may feel betrayed. I was meaning to say portrayed with P. How they portrayed you as some sort of bad girl. But you're not a quote unquote bad girl. You're just not following this person's rules because it dishonors you. And this person is a snake, deceptive. This person is not honest. This person with the justice card, they don't operate within the integrity, even though they think they do. So here's the solution. You came up with the solution. And the solution for you was the Six of Swords, to move on in peace. So where they're reacting and angry, you're keeping your calm. And you definitely need to do that in this situation. And it feels like it could have been hard, or it can be hard. I'm getting both for some of you. For some of you, you may still be in the process, because all eyes are on you. That's the problem. All eyes are on you. Look, all eyes on you. Look at the people right there watching you. And you know it. So you came up with an idea, and then look what's happening here. We got here sirens. For some of you, father could be getting involved. And then we got extreme weather. Other people are getting involved in this. And the thing about it is, with this sirens and 911 alert, I feel like there's something here around help. Because what is the police? Some of you, somebody could be a police, be a police officer, or the police could be involved in the situation. But for me, with that particular energy that's showing up, there's something to be said about needing help. Let me see what that's about here for you. There's something here about this. Even neglect. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Needing help. That's what it is. Needing help. But no one is there for you. So I feel like with that Three of Cups, how we saw the Three of Cups, people rallying around this person who's been painting you in the bad light. And so when you needed help, there was neglect. So absent father. Let's say it's the mother. The father is absent. If it's the sister, the brother. It just feels like whoever this person is, there's other people involved that you know. But again, they're like rallying around this person. And again, all eyes are on you. And there's no help here for you. That's why the 911 is showing up here. Let me see what else comes through. And then I'm going to look at I'm going to tell you what you don't know about this situation. I mean, you already know about this stuff, but I'm going to tell you what you don't know behind the scenes. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. And we got help. There's something here. This could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but there's something here around. It could be finances. It could be something physical that's showing up. What is this situation about? Someone needing help. I mean, I talked about it as it pertains to you, but it feels like I don't know if this is another person that's connected to you. Look, breaking free. And see, money. I don't know. It looks like there could have been something going on with money. And we got here oppression, breaking free. And then okay, see, I told you there is more people involved. We got a smart man, and then we got here anxious woman. And you know what I'm getting here? I'm getting here that there is some other people involved, like I was telling you this. But I feel like this person uses the help that they provide to these two people. So like they could maybe help them out financially or in some type of way. Whoever this angry person is, they provide something to these other people that could have been celebrating or could have been talking about you with this person, right? And I feel like that's how, like love bombing, that's what it is. I feel like this person could have been love bombing the people so to get them on their side, right? And you broke free because you're the bad girl, you're the rebel, you're the black sheep. You broke free, but there's still two other people in this unhealthy dynamic for certain reasons because they need help. Whether they need help financially, we're talking about the pentacles, a home to live, health-wise. It's like this angry person provide the people that they celebrate with some sort of help, some sort of assistance. You, on the other hand, you've broken free from that. But look at this. I feel like the people that celebrate with them, I feel like, I don't want to say celebrate. Maybe I'm using the wrong word when I say celebrate. But there's something about maybe them being afraid to go against this person. Because look at how they react. See, look at how she's looking anxious and overwhelmed in this one. But I feel like this person sees them. So, or something happens. That's what it is. Something is going to happen because initially they didn't see it or they didn't see it a certain type of way, but something happens. There is something that's going to happen that's going to have them looking at this person completely different. That's what I'm saying. That's what it is. That now it makes sense. Sorry we had to go around the corner with that. But yeah, that's what's going to ultimately end up happening over here. They're going to see something about the situation, but one of them, they're not going to speak up though, but something happens that's going to make them look at this angry person in a different type of light, but they're not saying anything. One person feels scared to say something or nervous about saying something. The other one is observing, but they're observing from a lens of, I see you, you're not right. So maybe you moving on and you having to walk away was what was needed because they're going to see how this person reacts. They're going to expose themselves to that group. That group is not going to remain, unaware. This person is going to expose themselves. All right, so let's see what's going on that you don't see. This is not finished. The World card is in reverse. And something is going to come out. The Moon card, upright. See, what was in the dark is going to come out. You got two major arcanas. So this is not closed out yet. That's what I'm saying. It's still working itself out. See, right now, this person is angry, furious, but people are starting to see them because you're pulling away now. Because you're pulling away. And I feel like this person could be reacting to that. They spent all their time talking about you to those people. And now that you're pulling away, they're starting to see a different side of that person. And it's making them look at them like they're crazy. But the other one isn't going to say anything. They're still in observation mode though. The other one, even though they see them, they will never speak up and say anything though. The smart one in the group, they see them, but right now they're not saying anything. I'm not saying that they will or won't, but they see them. They're exposing themselves through their anger. Something is going to come out about this person. The Moon card is in reverse. And the Queen of Swords, this person is going to be bitter. This is a bitter person. And with the Queen of Swords, they're going to be talking about you. And that's what they're going to see. They're going to see a side of this person that they never saw. This person is going to be bitter, resentful, and saying nasty and harsh things about you. And they're going to look and think like, oh, I didn't know that you could be that evil. The Queen of Swords in reverse can be evil. I didn't know that you could be that evil. I didn't know you could be that resentful, that bitter. Cursing you out. But this is creating stability for you. That's what you don't see. It's like you're moving on from this, but what you don't see is not over with, because what was hidden, how this person was suppressing certain things, now that you've moved on, they're going to be speaking about it. But they're going to be speaking about it from a resentful way. But you moving on is creating a stable foundation for you. The Nine of Wands is even in reverse. See, upright, you've been through a lot. Now, in reverse, you're leaving that behind. You're ridding yourself of things that cause you stress. Things that don't deserve your time or attention. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up, because I feel like we got enough out of it. Let's get a final message for you, the viewer. Because the Nine of Wands in reverse is a wounded warrior. You've had enough. You've taken enough. And it's like, no, I'm not taking it anymore. And as a result, you're starting to build something solid. And I'm going to tell you, from what it looks like, you're going to build something solid with a person. Whether it's a friend, someone else that you know, or a lover. I don't know, but I'm seeing you build something else with someone. And being around people who celebrate you and not talk bad about you. Because this energy is completely different than that Six of Wands that we saw right here with people watching you. What's the final message for the viewer? Empowered. I command my energy with grace and authority, creating the reality I desire. And look, in doing so, because you're empowered now. That's why you're moving on to stability. A firmer foundation in your life, in your home. Because you are moving with empowered energy. You're commanding your energy with grace. See, you didn't react to this person. You're not stooping down to their level. You're moving with grace and peace. And it's leading to a breakthrough for you. I cancel all habits, patterns, and programs. Remember we talked about the rules with the book? And here's the light bulb moment. Having that solution, that clarity to move forward. Because you're canceling all habits, patterns that you're breaking free from. And programs that no longer serve your evolution across timelines, dimensions, and generations. And that's what's leading to your breakthrough. That Four of Wands, leading to your stability. All right, y'all. I'm going to stop there. I'll catch y'all in the next reading. Bye.